Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Axe Ministry, Axe Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits.
And or non-profits.
And or profits.
Non-profits.
Good morning. Coming to you live from Axe Media Group headquarters here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay with your hosts, Matt and Jay and Dennis Everson. The Big D. What's up?
Nothing.
Big Dennis, Dennis Everson.
I'm
D.
confused, Cap. D.
Is your middle initial E?
J. DJ.
The G. The G.
TJ.
Unless you're speaking with Hispanic accents. The G.
Yeah, something like that.
Your middle name James?
Yeah.
So's mine.
See?
Yeah.
All the cool people have a middle name of James.
That's right. Or Bruce. Bruce is a pretty interesting middle name.
Or Marvin.
Oh, Marvin. All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name is Dennis.
We're glad to have everybody on board with
Someone
us all
said
here
good morning
today.
to me already.
Already, look at that. Mike Crimper. Is that Mike Crimper?
No.
Yeah, that's my health and wellness coach there, Mike Crimper is.
Oh, yeah, he's there.
This is officially week number 2, and I did not have time to weigh myself this morning, but I'm sure I'm under 300 pounds
Looking good, too.
already. You can tell the difference already, can't
Oh,
you?
yeah, absolutely.
I can feel the difference. I am down to 3X instead of 4X. What? Super happy about that. I can look down and see my belt buckle, so that's new. That's awesome. I'm pretty happy about that.
Have you found your feet yet?
Yeah, I don't have to lean forward as much to find my feet.
Good deal.
I put on that sport coat that I have in the office over there yesterday because it was really windy, and it fit me better than it's ever fit me before.
Because it was really windy. Not because he wanted to look good or anything.
No,
but because it was windy.
Well, I was wearing a sleeveless shirt, and it was like, what time was it? What temperature was it? It was like,
Oh, yeah, it got cool for a while.
yeah, it was like 60 degrees, 50 degrees, something like that.
Supposed to be like 80 today.
What? Oh,
What?
wow.
Cannot play video. What? Get back
It does that sometimes.
Yeah, that's not nice. Here I had it all set up. Okay.
So full of energy.
Full of it.
We're full of it today.
Full of it, yeah.
We're all full of it.
That just goes without saying.
Yep.
Are you still looking at pieces for your motorcycle, Jay?
No. I'm on board.
Are you on board? I'm logging in right now as we speak. So
I'm there. Oh, wait.
Trying
No,
to
that's
play
the
the
gold
video.
hour.
There it is.
all right. So this is gonna be.
Yeah, he had, what was it, over 40 shows. Tony, because he was from pretty early on with the YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we started YouTube pretty much right after he got back
Yep.
with the new gold standard.
Yeah, you guys were at like 275, I think, yesterday. I didn't have this week's on there yet, though.
And that's not counting the 100, 200,
No,
300
yeah, there's
plus that we have on
there'd be
just
more,
the radio.
more than that before that, and more than that on Facebook.
Morning, Stacy Whittaking, Steve-O Mickey Mac. Welcome to the party. We miss you. We can't wait to see you next Monday. ? I took a page out of your son's book there, Jay. Larry Milton, Johnny Rooster. Yes, we're still on for 3 today. Good morning, Mike Crimper.
Hey, are we doing the thing with the stuff?
No, we're gonna. I figure we'll start out the week next week with that. Monday, we'll start featuring an item
Yeah.
for the day
Yeah.
and have the people bid on it by donating throughout the show, and the highest bid wins.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Get
they'll
ready.
announce that a couple hours after the show.
Yeah, I think, he said go till the end of the show. if I
How long do we
remember
have?
correctly.
When is this stuff going to disappear from here?
Oh, it won't be that long.
Oh, it won't be long.
No, 4 or 5 weeks probably, maybe a little more.
Nice.
Not even 4 or 5 weeks, probably 4 or 5, maybe like a week or 2.
Yeah. We got them nice dolls, frozen. I forgot to say something at work yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not getting rid
Joe
of.
Katie.
No, look at that. Thank
seen
you,
that.
Stacy Whittaking. Steve McAllister, we're always full of it. Laugh out loud. Whittaking says, "Yeah, they are full of it. Laugh out loud, Steve." Joe Katie, long time no see. Julie, is Julie on so far?
Steve's just a troublemaker.
Steve is, yeah. He is. He's officially been awarded the title of marketing and promotions and marketing director.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
So we made that I don't know that we actually. I mean, the board didn't vote it. It was Jim and I made that decision the other day. Well, last week when he was here.
Congratulations.
You usurped the board?
Well, I mean, we're like
Anarchy.
it's
anarchy around here.
we're a pretty high percentage of the
That's
board.
right.
at
There
the
we
time.
go.
We had an unofficial board meeting right here.
What
with
is,
just
what
two
does high
of us.
percentage mean?
I don't know.
I mean, I've heard of hyper stuff. Never heard of percentage.
No
I don't even
centerfuge.
know what that means.
I don't know. Is it like a centrifuge? Those things spin, don't they?
I
Centrifuge.
think so.
Yeah.
Hypercentrifuge. Yeah.
Hypercentrifuge.
Yeah.
That's probably what my nickname was when I was a kid.
That's where it spins really. Spins really fast.
Yeah, it might be still.
So today's topic:
It's
cats
making
and
a
dogs.
comeback.
Which is man's bestest friend?
I like dogs.
Obviously, a lot of people are going to say dogs.
Ducks are cool.
Dogs are cool.
Hands down.
No, ducks.
Ducks are
Ducks.
pretty cool.
Ducks are cool.
They quack me up. Yeah.
Anybody have a pet duck?
I used to have a pet duck. My brother named him Mahi Mahi for some reason.
My
Which
brother-
Mahi Mahi is actually a dish made out of the dolphin fish, which is not actually a dolphin, but it looks like a small version of the dolphin, but it's a fish, not a mammal.
Oh, this is getting really
tastes-
dicey here.
Tastes really good.
got
Yeah,
like-
if it's diced, it's really great. It's not a fishy tasting fish either. So I like the non-fishy tasting fish. I'll eat fish all day long if it doesn't taste like fish. Which kind of?
We eat chicken if it doesn't taste like chicken.
If it doesn't taste like chicken, there's something wrong with it because everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Just checking.
I was watching
Because they said the taste buds going is one of the signs of corona, so I thought maybe.
You know.
Gotta get
No,
to
trust me.
16.
That's one of the ways that I check to see if I've got corona. I'm like,
taste things.
find something that, if I can smell my hand, like, smell like skin or whatever. The hand. Everybody has their own, like, skin has its own scent because of the pheromones
Sure.
and the oils and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Right.
I realized that sounded kind of gross and weird at the same time, but still,
That's perfectly natural.
Perfectly natural.
you know,
Like dogs, I smell their ears. If
Yeah.
their ears smell good,
Yeah.
they're
they're
healthy.
good. Yeah, they're healthy. I heard it
Just
releases a
smile and
chemical.
nod.
When you scratch behind their ears, it releases a chemical in their brain. That basically, it's like getting high. It's like euphoric for dogs.
That's why they go.
That's why, they go, oh.
My
I mean, have
dog
you ever
doesn't
scratched
have
your-
a brain? I don't
Have you ever scratched your ear with a cocky?
A cocky?
A cocky.
No, I don't
No,
use
that
cockies.
is not a medically approved.
No, it is not.
No, so I would never do anything that is against.
Removing your earwax to lube
don't
up
do
those
that.
locks
Kids
so they
don't try
operate
this at
properly
home.
in the wintertime.
No, it's just if your ear itches and you get a real good scratch, like if you're using a Q-tip.
You
which
sure
they
it's not
say-
like, hey, this lock is a little sticky today?
Kids,
Gotta
do not
get the-
try this at
it's
home to get
frozen.
high. The
It's frozen
dogs
lock.
and you and keys. That
That's
doesn't.
a bad
no,
idea.
No,
It does-
Don't.
A good scratch on the inner ear feels great, though.
No, I would never know. Never done.
I don't know either.
Nope.
Well, I mean, have you ever used a Q-tip?
Nope.
Q-tips
Not
are-
approved use. Only on the outside.
Right. The Q-tips. The Q-tips are not approved for cleaning because it
I'm
pushes
taking
earwax.
the medical standard here. I'm gonna go.
Right. Right.
I can clearly see you winking.
Never done that. Where are my keys?
Steve says he's
Your ear
losing weight himself.
My ear's itching right now.
Oh,
Frog legs taste like frog legs, not chicken. And I had an opportunity to try frog legs, and I couldn't get past the fact that they were frog legs.
they don't really taste like chicken. I think that's just a way for
No, they
parents
taste
to
like
get the
frog
kids
legs.
to
Tastes
eat
a little
the
more
stuff.
like fish.
No,
It
they
had a little bit of a.
probably more like. Okay, and you got to
I
be.
think they're unique, like
Yeah.
a frog.
Yeah, they kind of taste like frogs.
Just be careful if you order fried calamari somewhere, fried squid rings or whatever. They
Those are good.
also use pig intestine or pig butt, essentially, to make imitation
Calamari.
calamari.
It would be similar in texture.
They are similar in texture because I watched a thing where people try. I don't like squid because
So one's a
They're
little
gross.
grosser than the other.
My wife comes from Africa,
all
so I
pretty
mean,
gross.
she can cook any part
bet
of the animal. It's, yeah, we've had. Yeah,
I dated a girl one time when I was 19.
the pig
Her dad
intestines
would,
were not my favorite because of the texture.
Yeah, her dad would like when they butchered a hog would have each. Like I looked in a pot of beans one time and there was the tail,
Oh,
and I was like,
well, sometimes
and I'm done with that.
sometimes as a treat, I'll get some pig ears for my wife so she can make them. She likes those
Pig ears.
pig ears.
Yeah.
Ox,
Dogs like
oxtail.
dogs like pig ears too, like the dried up ones that you can buy at the
Can
grain
you wrap
store.
it all up in that cloth and tie it up so that you don't get all the bone and gristle and just,
I think the idea is getting all that.
Gross.
bone and gristle?
Okay.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
For this
Well,
guy.
if you grow up in a country
If
where
I'm
there's not a
hungry.
lot of food,
Morning, Marsha.
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, you eat what you get.
I mean, they'll. I've seen the chicken
They
bones.
probably break the bones open.
Oh yeah, eat the marrow out of the
Yeah.
bones and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess the marrow is like the tastiest.
Pork
According
got
to
the
marrows
most
are pretty
nutrition.
tasty.
According to the mice and Dr. Doolittle, it's the best. It's the tastiest part of the bone.
It is.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, because the other part of the bone
That's
isn't
how.
very tasty.
I mean, that's
at
how you
all.
make. That's how you make broth.
You mean
That's
the
bone.
animal?
That's for
right?
picking your teeth. Yeah. Or your ear.
That's how you make the broth. That's why you make the
Make all
broth.
kinds of tools with it.
Yeah.
You know, you make stock, like beef stock, by putting all the bones in some water and then pressure cooking it because it forces all the marrow out into it. And then you have to strain it, of course.
Yep.
Can you vacuum cook it?
That's pretty much what you're doing in a way. Just
Just the opposite.
the opposite.
just in case you wanted to make some on your way to Mars in a vacuum.
Negative pressure, positive pressure. What's the difference?
There's no difference.
Well, one's
One's
negative
one and
and
one's
one's
the other.
positive.
It all evens out in the end.
It all evens out.
Pig's feet. Never
At the
had
end,
pig's
it's
feet.
when you're done, it's hot
Now, I've seen people
and tasty.
make chicken feet before.
Oh yeah.
You've seen people make chicken feet.
Yes.
Yes.
Like eat them to like boil them.
They don't get it
cook them.
they don't get it from a chicken.
They do get it from a chicken.
So the chicken makes it.
I wouldn't say they grow chicken feet. Unless they have a
Chicken
bunch
grows
of
'em.
chickens, then technically they grow chicken feet.
Then they roll down the hill.
I made a dresser
and you
one
can't
time
get
in a
past
bunk bed.
Poor.
And you can't get past the fact that they're chicken's feet.
I made a bunk bed that is a dresser.
Just like I grilled a rabbit one time, and there is
Doesn't
no.
look like anything
you
like
can't
a
pretend.
chicken,
You
but-
can't pretend like a rabbit you're grilling is a chicken because it looks very much like a rabbit.
Looks like a rabbit.
Dogs are good.
Like tasty.
Not to eat.
You know,
Some people do.
I suspect they are.
You can't. No. Well, see, I think it's in
Korea?
Korea, they actually
Lots of countries.
There's lots of.
they
countries.
actually prefer puppies.
Well, sure.
Well,
the
yeah,
younger the
like
animal, the
veal,
more tasty.
yeah.
But each family grows like their own like breed that they prefer. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
they grow them to eat them, just like us over here with cows. I mean, it sounds horrendous because we love dogs here,
Yep.
and to be technical, they love dogs there too.
Technically.
Yeah.
Like,
But
was this a Yorkshire?
I prefer a dog as a pet.
I like the husky.
This looks like a Yorkshire bone.
That's a husky.
It's a good toothpick. That's a
That's
husky.
terrible.
I was wrong.
I can't imagine. Dogs are amazing.
Dogs are amazing.
Yeah, I like dogs too much to eat
And
'em.
they taste
Yeah.
good. I'm just saying.
I've
Yeah.
never eaten dog before.
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You shouldn't be, judgmental
No,
of
it's
those
cat.
that do.
It's cat. I'm not sure of. And we all know why. We live in Springfield.
They're small.
They,
That's why they call it cat shoe chicken.
cashew kitty.
Because it's cat shoes.
Cashew.
It's from the shoe of the cat.
Terrible. Said you can eat all of that. I will stay with shrimp, fish, and other stuff
I'm saying
that
shrimp.
are so good to eat.
steak.
Shrimp
won't
are like
eat
little
lobster
little
either,
cockroaches
Steve.
of the ocean.
I love lobster tail. I do not like crab meat.
I like shrimp.
I don't like crab meat. I love shrimp.
I like crab
But-
legs.
The shrimp has to be deveined.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have to see it before it's cooked.
Shrimp's
Yeah.
pretty good. I like shrimp.
Because I don't want to eat shrimp poop. I mean, it's basically sand.
Butter
Yeah.
with salt, maybe a little lemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No lemon, just butter and salt.
Butter and salt.
Yeah, a little cocktail sauce.
I like my pasta
The
that way
homemade
too.
cocktail sauce.
I was with my sister and
Horseradish
brother-in-law and
and
at
ketchup.
Hilton Head Island, and we go out with this shrimp net at night, and we just get all these shrimp, and then we'd boil them all up, and we'd have like this huge bowl. We'd be playing cards and stuff and eating it like popcorn, just
I like popcorn shrimp, too.
because we just caught it fresh out of the ocean.
Yeah.
like
Jim Wanning says
steak.
nothing better than fried
Life
brains
on
and
the
eggs.
road.
I had hog brains and eggs once, and he wouldn't tell me what it was until after I ate it.
And was it good?
Did you like it?
It was delicious. It tastes like pork because it's basically pork fat. That's all it is. That's all pig brain is pork fat.
And brain.
No, that's what brains are, is fat. Yeah. brains
a
are-
little more
That's
in
a
there
lot
than
of
fat.
cholesterol.
Well, what is cholesterol?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't there like a nervous system in there?
There is.
Right.
Well, there
Why
was.
the nervous system stays.
Well, I mean, the nervous system's dead, and they're microscopic, so...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
More microscopic with some than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you trying to say there? What are
Nothing.
you trying to say?
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I got 2 dogs. They love when I joke like this about them.
Yeah, my dog likes it
Yeah.
too.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you just like talk to them about how you're going to eat them?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep one of their paws as a lucky dog's paw?
I was trimming the nails the other day, right? And I thought, this is these paws might be a little tasty if I get hungry.
There you go.
They were like, yeah. Funny.
I learned years ago that
They were like,
there are ways to not have to trim nails, so I never have to trim my dog's nails.
Wait.
Yeah.
You know, I have to trim mine.
Well, we got these the walking bricks, like the walking stones outside,
Yeah.
just off our back porch where we throw the ball for him. So whenever he runs for the ball, he goes on those,
Yeah.
and it files the nails down just right. So.
oh, that's genius.
Mine get long. My dogs get long, sharp claws, and when they go to dig in a hole, my dogs literally in a minute could dig a hole as big as themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Yeah.
They used to dig under the fence.
If you're a little
So you put a
critter
hot wire there.
that's
Oh.
underground, you're not
Yeah.
safe
Nope.
around my dogs.
No.
My dog just got
Well,
a
they're
mole
hounds.
the other day.
They're
A mole,
hounds.
yeah.
They're hounds.
Mole.
Well, one's a hound and one's a. What's the kind that
herding
chases
dog.
the sheep around?
A herding dog.
Oh, shepherd, some kind of
No.
shepherd. No.
No, it's a herding dog.
Collie,
Collie.
Border collie? Or collie
something
collie?
like that.
Like Lassie collie?
There's lots of different kinds.
They're not Lassie collie. If anything, they're blue tick and like we used to raise coonhounds when I was a kid. You want to talk about irritating at night trying to go to sleep? We had a whole, especially the puppies. We had this one little puppy. His eyes were always seemed like they were bloodshot. We called him Zorro, and took him out with his mom to coon hunt. I think it was out of season though. But anyways,
No, it wasn't.
puppies have really sharp nails, and are better at climbing than like adult coonhounds.
Ah.
So the coon
Went
ran up the tree.
and the puppy was like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
do
this
this.
ain't no problem. And he went up the tree after him.
yeah."
So
And
then
then did he get up there and be like, "Hey, how do I get,
What
down? How do I get out of
can
this?"
you-
What am I doing up here?
can you show me to the stairs? I won't eat you if you show me which way the stairs are.
Yeah.
No, we
What's
had
the elevator?
he had to drop down and get caught. We had to catch him.
Oh, and he did jump.
No, he fell.
Oh, he fell.
Yeah, I fell.
Did he get the coon?
No. The coon ran away. It went across the branches and.
Raccoons are cool looking. I like
They
raccoons.
are-
They're
they're
nature's
real cool
little
looking.
They make
thieves.
great hats.
Mhm.
I so heard.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I used to sit there and watch my stepdad skin them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Save the pelts.
He did. He sold the pelts. That was how he made money.
Yeah.
We go coon hunting. I remember the first time I saw a coon die, I cried for like hours afterwards.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it was out of season. So my stepdad was like, "If we get pulled over, you better not be crying, because they'll ask you why you're crying."
Well, yeah.
And I can't, I'm not gonna lie to a cop,
Right.
No, who
We
would?
killed a coon. Then we ended up, one coon we killed had babies, and we ended up keeping the babies and raising them. And they ended up, coons, they're natural carriers for rabies. Did you know that?
Sure. Why not?
I think they have to get it.
Yeah. Well, we had this one named Scooter.
They're just better at carrying it than others.
And my oldest brother, Tony.
Some little hands with the opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
that they
Can
got.
grab.
And they, you have to really, really, you have to basically duct tape your trash can shut to keep coons out. But
you
we had
really?
this one. Yeah. We had this one. His name was Scooter.
Yeah, they can open stuff pretty good.
Because this is when we raised the coonhounds. We had the kennels out in Walnut Grove. And it and my brother Tony did not get along. That thing kept trying to bite him, and it was scaring him. And Tony's like, "I don't want to feed the coon. He always tries to bite me." So he'd have to go out and feed the coon. And my brother Michael and I would sit there and watch through the window as he about get bit every day. We also raised hogs. Hogs are vicious.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
They
I
If they're not
thought they were
domesticated,
pretty
I
easy
suppose.
going.
unless you have something smaller than them that fall down in the pen. I was always told
Now,
that.
rabbits can be really mean.
Now I was told if you fall down in the pen, and if you don't get up,
They'll eat
The
you.
pigs will eat you. Yeah.
I think there has to be a certain number, and they're not domesticated, so you don't go in there and treat them like your pet.
But we had
because
to, anytime they had piglets, we had to go and get them because the mother or father would eat them.
Who doesn't?
I've seen people keep chickens.
Who doesn't want to eat their infants?
I've seen chickens in with hogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but have you seen the viciousness of a chicken?
Have you seen how vicious a rabbit can be?
Oh, I
Rabbits
bet.
can be mean.
I bet.
I had a German Shepherd, and my sister had rabbits, so I taught the German Shepherd not to eat the rabbits or the chickens or the duck or whatever we had there. And so I'd leave the dog out in the morning to go to the bathroom, and the rooster
there,
and
Steve,
the
when you
rabbits
came
would be
back.
chasing him around the yard. And then the rabbit got so smart to where he could attack the dog, and he knew the dog wouldn't eat him, that we eventually had to lock up the rabbit because there was like holes in my dog, like this big, where the rabbit had grabbed onto him with his teeth and tore into the dog.
yeah.
And I was like, and two rabbits fighting? Oh my goodness.
I was feeding a rabbit
They're
when I was a
mean.
little kid, and I don't know why. I stuck my finger in its mouth.
They got really big buck teeth.
It's like taking a chisel and going pow on the end of your
yeah,
finger.
they are really sharp. I learned that turtles bite also. If you
Turtles
put
do?
something in its mouth,
Oh yeah, they bite
it
it.
will bite it. It's got a really hard beak.
A hard beak.
Oh,
And it's
Steve's going to
usually
get
sharp.
electrocuted or something.
No, he's got a appointment to get a chair.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he was going to an electric chair. I thought, what did he do wrong?
have been a bad boy.
Poor guy.
It's like, man, do you realize it's only been 20 minutes? Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Well, no wonder we haven't talked about anything yet.
Well, we're talking about dogs and cats. The whole reason that
Oh, yeah.
we're up here today is to talk about dogs and cats.
Yep.
Now, let's talk about cats for a second.
Cats.
Do you like cats?
I do like cats. I've had cats. Many a cat.
Do you like cats, Jay? They have to.
Some cats.
I
like
like
cats.
cats that like people.
You know, all
Yes!
it depends
There you
on
go.
the cat, and it depends on the dog.
I don't understand.
And, the
And I
animal-
know cat people that just like cats, and they have cats that don't like people. And I'm like, why do you like this cat? I only like cats that like people.
You know, I don't mind the ones that just don't like people, because you're like, hey, I'll stay away from that one.
Right.
He don't
Yeah.
like people, or she don't like people. The ones I don't like are the ones that one day will be acting like they're your friend.
Oh, and then they
And then
turn
The
on
next
you.
time
They're
they're
clawing
coming
the
up
crap
behind you, barking, or you go to pet this nice friendly cat that yesterday was all rolling around and purring, and it gives you the claws.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like those entertainers
Sneak
in Las
attacks.
Vegas that got attacked
Those are
by
the
their
ones.
by their tigers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he just passed away.
Tigers.
Those are the ones that go good with cashews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And brown gravy.
Hello.
Hey there. All right, that's from what's her name, right? Nirma.
No, Beverly B. Thomas.
Okay.
Special
All right.
delivery.
2 weeks from now.
She's coming
Now
on
it's
to do a
next
show.
week. Next week, this upcoming week is going to be
Yes, the
Nirma.
adult with,
okay, and she has stuff for me.
yes, and I gave her your email, and she's supposed to get a hold of you.
Awesome. See you later.
Cool.
It's Belinda Johansson, ladies and gentlemen.
You too.
So yeah, cats. Now I like it how they're deceptive. Like especially mom and
They'll
dad's
lure you
cat.
in.
It can be.
Delilah, mom and
then-
dad's cat,
Attack.
will flop down in front of you while you're standing there, like, oh, you need to pet me. And you go to pet her as long as you stay like on the back of her head
did that pretty good.
and down her spine. She's all right.
Now, wait, how does that go again?
Hold on.
Good. You did it so good.
Oh, you need to pet me.
Yeah, that was it. He's been practicing.
I'm trying
And
to
he
watch
said he doesn't look in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know he
That's what
practiced
we
that.
need. To, yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to see it. Trying to see.
He's trying to see it in replay.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, and that's what she does. And then you reach down and you pet her, and you get one pet on her belly, and that's it.
Oh, bellies they don't like usually.
Which
yeah.
is, they're sensitive about their belly size.
Yeah.
Well, some like it.
Some do, but not many.
Very rare. Just like cats that lick people's hands, those are really hard to come by.
Because they're
yeah?
tasting you.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean
Sizing you.
And
it's not like a dog's tongue where it's like all
everybody's
slobbery.
skin's different.
It's like it pulls the hair out of your hand. Type of,
yeah, they get them.
You know, they say,
sandpaper
"Oh,
tongues.
And everybody's skin smells
You got
different.
that 5 o'clock shadow. Just
Yeah,
put some
'cause
cream
it's
on your
different
face
color.
and let a cat lick it off. You
Right.
know, to get rid of your stubble.
What?
That's a
So instead of a
razor.
razor?
Yeah, that's an old saying.
Oh.
I don't think it is an
Now,
actual
my
one.
cat, when we had our
Like,
Yeah.
our child, our firstborn, our cat got really jealous, and we had on the second floor of our house, we had an air conditioning unit, and I left the side open, so he'd just go in and out of the house whenever he wanted to, walk on the roof, go kill stuff, whatever he did. And so one of the first days after the baby came home, we go in the bedroom, and there's bird feathers everywhere, and there's this bird flying around, and he brought us a bird. And then the next day we come in, and there was a little squirrel in the room that he brought us, and it was running around. And we're like, we better give this cat attention.
Yeah.
Or one of the neighborhood dogs is going to be in here next.
Yeah.
well, they say, like, I mean,
But he got so jealous of the baby, he thought, hey, look, guys, I can still kill things.
Yep.
Not that we kept him for killing things, but he did enjoy
I
doing
heard
it.
there was
Yeah,
an old
yeah.
thing like you don't want to keep cats around infants because
Oh, they take their breath away. There's that old.
well, but no,
Yeah.
it's not that they take their breath away. They get up there and they rub on their face and block their breath.
They can sit on their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lay across it.
yeah, and that's not good.
Yeah. He
I
didn't
mean, it'd
do
be
that.
soft.
We still got the boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The cat died, but
And
we
then
still
I've seen I've seen like dogs that are raised with kids. And you don't want to ever raise your hand to that kid because that
Oh,
dog
no.
is, especially like pit bulls, are extremely loyal. If they grow up like with whoever they grow up with, it's a very very loyal breed. Now they're not bad, but the ones that are bad are raised badly, and that's goes
Oh, yeah.
with any dog. Any dog you raise in an abusive environment is going to be bad.
Sure.
Or, but it's only it's going to be doing that out of self-defense.
Well, my dog won't let me hug anybody in the family. My wife or daughter, none of us can do it in front of him because he gets too jealous.
Oh.
He starts barking at us.
Yeah, Mom's-
he gets really mad. He's like,
Mom
"Stop."
and Dad's dog Hannah. She's half Chihuahua. She's a Chow Eagle, and I call her the Terra, the nightmare. She is, isn't she? Like you can't give Mom a hug without her trying to eat your face off.
Yep.
I mean, I can't.
Too jealous.
She just growls at me. But anybody else, she's very, very serious. Do not hug her. Do not touch her.
Don't get there.
So
Do it.
whenever Tanner or Jordan are at the house, if they want to give their grandma a hug, I pick up the Hannah and I'm like, hey, how you doing here? While they're hugging, keeping her distracted. She's so adorable. I hate her so much. She's so adorable.
Ooh, their cat brings birds and snakes
Oh,
at the
nice.
same time.
That's a big N-O. That could be like a flag.
I had a tomcat growing up, and his box outside every day. It'd be kind of fun to go out and see what remains were left because
Right.
I don't think we fed him. 'Cause
Okay,
he
so-
just killed everything in
He
the
wouldn't eat it
neighborhood.
anyway. He'd be like, I think I'll just
The
eat it.
animal
Give me a fresh
hierarchy.
bird,
Yeah.
Get me a rabbit today.
Here's the animal hierarchy, all right? So pigs look up to humans. Dogs see them. Dogs look up to humans. Pigs see themselves as equals, and cats look down on humans. I
Yeah.
read that in a book once, so it's got to be true.
It's got to be
gotta
true.
be true.
Got to be true.
When I got a
It would
potbelly,
seem there's a preponderance of evidence.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Indicate.
it was actually a book about potbelly pigs because I just got a potbelly pig and I named him Mr. Pig, and
That was took
They-
a lot of. How long did it take you to come up with the name?
not very long. Not very long. But it took me less than half a day to litter box train him.
Nice.
I mean, pigs are smart.
Yeah, they are.
Their memory is sharp.
And tasty.
That's why they're used in a lot of spelling bees.
Well, I don't know because we had a Staffordshire pit that apparently at the time my wife wasn't feeding like I thought she was, and he saw the pig and decided it was going to be delicious.
Was
So
it?
I got home that night and he was laying on his side. He's like, "Oh, I can't eat anymore." I'm like, "Who? What? What's wrong with you?" And I patted him on the belly and I'm like, "That Mr. Pig, you can hear him in there." But they are one-person animals. Like whenever
Pigs.
whenever they imprint or not, I mean that's what birds do. When they, I guess they can be more than one-person animals, but a majority of pigs are when they attach themselves to someone. That's
They're
it.
human.
Yeah, and they are not.
I've never done a pig study, so
They're not quick to.
My dogs are not that way.
No, your dogs.
Yeah, everybody's a human. Oh, look at there's a people.
Yeah. like the dogs that Jaden Laborde and her family brings. They're service animals.
Yeah,
And they are loving dogs.
yeah,
Loving dogs.
and obedient.
Yes, very.
My dog takes a while to get to know somebody. You know,
When you go to step over them, they don't flinch. They hold completely
Did you see
still.
her go bang to the dog and it lays down?
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
She said he wouldn't. She said she kept telling him to lay down and he wouldn't do it. So she went bang and he laid down. So that's how she does it now.
That's not politically correct. You should not shoot your dog to make it lay down.
Well, literally.
Yeah.
No, I've seen other
It's a bad
animals.
idea. Unless you don't like dogs. Unless you don't like your dog.
You know what? Is
Or
really
you
cool?
really like your dog.
I
or
love.
if you're hungry.
Yeah.
I love kitten videos, like little baby kitten videos.
Oh, they're cute.
Like they have something up and the kitten doesn't like it, and he stands up and he's like, and then, you know what I'm talking about? You guys don't.
Yeah, I love
think I'll
kitten
get-
video. Yeah, I still
Cat
wanna-
videos
I
are my
missed
favorite.
it. I was looking at the screen. How did they go?
They're like this.
Yeah. My video won't load.
I'm all. Are you watching the replay?
No,
Yeah.
I can't get it. Oh well.
Stacy says, "Have Steve keep my friend Angie and her family and her dad in prayer. My friend lost her mom June 7th. Her mom had cancer, so please keep the Don Ogle family in prayer. Dawn is the mother that passed away on June 7th. Is that your neighbors that you was telling me about, Stacy? Question mark. I took a book out of Noah's. I took a
Page?
page out of. Took a book out of Noah.
Took a book out of those.
Turn the
Took a
book.
page out of the book and the book out of the page.
That's a lot of
and-
commentary.
Yeah.
Yes. Took a book out of the page.
My dog is a little vain though. He's got his own Facebook page and stuff. So
Baxter Everson.
he's got his own YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I see he's treated like a what would you call that? A prima donna.
He is. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
He's.
I only want. Okay, so I want kibbles and bits, but I only want the kibbles and not the bits.
yes. And
All in the same bowl.
lots of pettings. Lots. Of,
Yeah.
he must get lots of that drug from his ear thing or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You got to refer back to earlier in the show.
I saw a video. You know those scalp massagers that look like it looks like a whisk that's been cut off and little plastic pieces put on them, and you push it down and it does like
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
yeah.
job there.
Yeah.
I saw a video of a dog. Someone's doing that, and he was like, like the whole entire time. You can see felt so good. It tickles me too much, though. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. My neck and my scalp are really, really ticklish.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
And if we don't throw the ball for him, he'll come with the ball and he'll take it and he'll throw it at us.
yeah.
I'm so ticklish. It's dangerous. Like if somebody tickles me,
It's like how'd you get your nose broken?
You heard him?
Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I react like it's
Yeah,
self-defense. I
there,
mean,
there actually used to be another person
not even
there,
on purpose.
and they one day tickled Jay, and that's why.
Steve Schultz
that's-
wants to know if you gave
it's
Baxter his
dangerous.
blanket back.
No, he stole my blanket. But I don't know. I may have to get my sister-in-law to make me another one.
Yeah, we do need to keep the police officer in prayer that was hit by somebody the other night.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because the doctors were not sure if he's going to be able
and the
to
guy
walk.
too, because what I heard,
And they were asking for prayer, so.
what I had heard that he was doing, I mean, he was just being provocative and trying to make something happen. And then if he, if that was one of those, I mean, it just sounds too much like a setup to me.
Yeah,
There was probably somebody there recording, and they were trying to get some event
get the
on
cop
camera,
to overreact. And was the
or
guy
just to
from
react
Springfield?
properly.
Now the guy who hit the officer, is he from Springfield?
I don't even know. I would
Yeah,
like
they
to.
said something about him sending out a text before that saying
Yeah.
he was thinking about hitting a
Yeah.
cop or something like that, running over a cop. so,
Well, and I guess they had to use. They had to. I don't know if they had to shoot him to get him because he refused to back up off the wall.
well,
had the
yeah.
cop
What
in
are you
there.
going to do? I mean, he's using a deadly weapon with a vehicle. So.
Yeah. But if he's,
yeah.
if he's still, I mean, I'm sure he's still alive. Otherwise, they would have said he was deceased. I
mean, with what's all going on, I'm sure the police were trying to. Well, they underreacted to what he was doing initially,
yeah,
which, from what I understand, was urinating on a police car
yeah.
openly in the
Yeah.
police station at the police station.
Driving around, flipping them off, and everything.
Yeah, so he was looking for trouble, and they may have. I mean, I don't mean to criticize the police because I'm very thankful for the police,
Yeah.
and I know some of what would happen without them, which
Right.
I don't want to see. I know I don't want to see that, but I think they should have arrested him to begin with. I
Yeah.
wish that they had for sure now, thinking, when you look at in hindsight.
Well, now all the police officers are going to be on their guard. I think
They
they're
had to
trying-
have been assuming this guy was provoking them on purpose in order to do something. So they probably were just trying to de-escalate everything instead of letting it escalate.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the officer paid the price. So did the perpetrator.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's if he sent out a text, that's first degree attempted murder.
If he knew the consequences.
Mm.
If he was aware of the consequences, then it is.
Well,
Gets tricky.
Yeah.
well, let's pray for our entire nation
Yep.
and pray for all the police officers that are out there trying to do their job that now
Yep.
can't do what they need to do because they're afraid of getting put into the spotlight and getting mobbed and becoming pariahs.
It's a hard enough job to begin with, but it's so much more
Yeah,
difficult
what those
now.
officers in Minneapolis did was unthinkable and
Yeah.
should not have been done, and they deserve to be in jail,
Yep.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
But there are officers out there that are good officers that are just out there to try and protect people because they feel like it's their duty and they want to help people and protect them.
I think that's understated. Look, you're protected. You're in a safe place right now at this moment.
Without
because of the
officers,
police department.
yeah, without officers, this place would be pandemonium. Like
Yeah.
there would be, like you said, roving bands of horrible people just causing havoc and
So
raping and pillaging.
Yeah, I saw Escape from New York. I know what it is.
So the statistic is that 1 in 100 people is psychotic, and 1 in 100 is psychopathic. 1 in 100 is what's the other one? So that's like 3 out of 100 people, and sometimes it's the same person.
Wait, we're 3 out of 100 people.
There's 300,000 people in Springfield.
So that's 100,000 people. No, that's
No,
1/3.
It's 30,000
I knew
or
that.
3,000.
I was just checking to make sure you. were
3,000?
good on math.
3,000.
1 in 100, 3,000.
I'm not good at
So,
math.
yeah.
Yep.
So 3,000 people who have no feeling for other people do not understand. They literally can't make the connection when they hurt somebody, what that would feel like. So they don't feel that, right? So the only way they learn to live in society is through consequence. So the reason they don't just kill people who make them mad is because they know that they don't want to go to jail because that would hurt them. They don't want to be locked up. They don't understand that killing somebody is wrong because they don't want to be killed. They understand that killing somebody is wrong because they don't want to be arrested and spend their life in jail. You know what I mean? So they imagine 3,000 people with no feeling for another human being or what suffering they may go through. Their feeling is, look, if I hurt you, you should be happy because it makes me happy. You know what I mean? Why aren't you happy? I'm happy. I stole your stuff, but I'm happy. You should be happy for me. They don't understand those kinds of things. They don't have empathy and sympathy. 3,000 just in Springfield.
That's called apathetic, isn't it?
Do you want to live in a place where 3,000 people are running around
It's apathetic.
doing whatever they want with no feeling for other human beings?
Very pathetic.
Is it apathy, or is that what that's called? Apathy?
Empathy?
No, empathy.
Is
Lack
when-
of empathy and sympathy is apathy.
It wouldn't be long before they band together, and we'd have an army of 3,000 tyrants running around, doing whatever they wanted, taking whatever they wanted, with no concern of
Sleeping like babies at night.
sleeping like babies at night with no conscience about it. And I don't think people
Well, they probably
understand
sleep
that
during the
those are
day.
facts. That's true. That's the world we live in now. And the reason why those 3,000 people haven't banded together into a horrible, evil army against the public is because we have police standing in the gap. And those police still confront and see these people day to day.
You see a lot.
Well, so if you're liking this show and what we're talking about, if you want to see more like it, go online to axemediagroup.com. There's more shows on there from the past weeks and weeks and years. Seems like at least the last year. So go on there, check it out. And while you're at it, go to
Must be
the
about
Donate
a year.
Now button. It's a PayPal button. You do not need PayPal to donate, and that would really help us out.
Yeah, it has to be 275.
You can click on that, and if you decide, you can do a one-time donation, or you can become a monthly partner with us and have it come out of your account every month. And every little bit helps, even if it's $1, it'll get put to use. going towards rent and operational costs and everything like that here. So we want to expand our hours of operation and the amount of shows that we have so that we can provide you with more wholesome entertainment, education, and the Christian message of unity in Christ through the Holy Spirit around the clock. That's what we want to do. And we want to continue to serve where needed and do the right thing. So with your help, we can do that. So go online to axmediagroup.com. Or if you don't want to go and see everything else, you can go to axmediagroup.com/please-donate. Boom, right there. And check it out.
And remember to tell your dog he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good doggy.
He's a good boy.
You know, it might be a better world if the police did stand down for a minute, if our military did stand down for a minute. The problem is, when do they step back in to do...
Like, where's the line?
Right, because things could get out of control so fast. You know, when you think about the military too, especially, you know, you wait till they're on our shore. Because I think there's generations alive right now who don't understand the dangers and the evil that's out there.
And there are police dogs, but there are no police cats that I know of.
There probably is.
There might be.
There's policemen who have cats, maybe.
There, yes. And they should be respected too.
Well,
Not
I mean,
eaten.
Not eaten.
You know,
Unless you're hungry.
injuring a police dog is the same as injuring a police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We had that conversation on here once. Oh, when we were on justaxradio.com.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
So-
chased by one.
Not
once.
easy.
They're scary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I've never actually got to pet one that was like not there on business. So, but I'm sure that they are loving, but they're very obedient.
They're not.
They're not loving. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. If they're chasing you, of course not. But they bring some to schools and let you.
They're
meet
always
them.
smelling my bags for some reason. I don't know.
It's like I don't understand.
I don't get it. Barking at me.
Yeah. Oh, they will bite you.
It's like, why is he barking at that tennis shoe that I have hollowed out filled with drugs? That's crazy.
Yep.
Weird.
That's none of his business. Oh, that German Shepherds are the classic
Yeah.
officer dogs. But they've also got like bomb sniffing dogs that are like smaller dogs.
I met our
They
Springfield
have
Police
lots of different
Department's
ones,
bomb
Bomb
sniffing
sniffer?
dog unit. Not the dog, but the officer.
Oh, yeah?
He said they haven't been working much because the airlines are down, and you know, and,
Oh,
and
yeah, I
no
bet.
stadiums are really being done, and
Right.
you'd
Oh,
be
but they-
amazed at how
Not as many gatherings.
yeah. And those dogs find stuff. We have a police bomb
Well,
unit.
I wonder if there's a lot of terrorists out of work right now because they don't have the, big gatherings of people and stuff.
Sometimes I wonder if all this COVID and then the the issues that we're going through that are keeping people at home aren't because there's actually an imminent terror attack.
It's almost
that
like
they're
that,
just
yeah.
waiting for the opportunity to do, and they're not quite sure where they are or what they're going
It
to do.
would limit what they can do right now.
Yeah, I mean they're not. Yeah,
Even to go to the doctor or like when I go to physical therapy and stuff, I mean, they're like checking your temperature and asking you questions when you go. There's so much screening you got to go through just to do basic stuff now.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, it's
No, I don't mind.
it's a pain
moving the offices around.
moving the offices around.
Yeah,
Which offices?
moving moving walk-in patients to a different building.
Yeah, they moved a lot. Well, yeah, like even like my knee surgery, they did it in a different. They did it at the hospital rather than we're at the orthopedic place where they normally are and stuff.
Yeah.
Which
So-
was a shock the day before my surgery when they said, "Have you had your COVID test?" And I'm like, "No." And they, "Oh, we're gonna have to cancel your surgery." I'm like, "What?" She's, "Oh wait, no, you're at that hospital. It's at the new one that's the rule." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. People in line standing outside within 2-3 feet of each other.
Morning, Becky.
But
Yeah.
yet the door's locked, and they'll only let people in who can be 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
Those
Barney
are-
needed to go to the hospital, and the ERs and the urgent care would not let you in without an appointment.
Yeah, I saw it at Sam's Club or someplace the other day. I don't remember where it was, someplace. But yeah, there's people standing outside, just standing right next to each other. But yeah, they were waiting to get in so they
Yeah.
could be far enough apart.
So that's really so vital. I'm wondering if it's not. I mean, I'm a conspiracy theories run through my head all the time, so I am suspicious of what kind of threat we have in the terrorist environment right now that might Because it seems to me that you'd be much more vigilant about the social distancing if that was truly effective for a pandemic, for this pandemic. You wouldn't let people. You would say, "I'm sorry, but you can't come in now because you were standing so close outside to each other.
Yeah.
You just can't come in."
Yep.
You know what I mean? If it was really that, wouldn't you have to be vigilant about that? Not a bunch of people
Okay,
crowded
Stacey.
up together outside, and then you let them in and say, "Oh, you got to be 6 feet apart." It's kind of too late now.
And nobody pays attention to the signs on the floor at that very well-known grocery and retail store
Ours, they do.
that say
Yeah, some people do.
they have
I always try to, but
they
yeah,
have arrows,
some
so
don't.
each aisle is a one-way,
Right.
and I see people going the wrong ways in them all the time.
Yeah, so the vigilance on it is one thing, and that makes me wonder. And then that they're maintaining that as a standard, but then not vigilantly enforcing it as far as letting
Hi, Becky.
people in after they've broken the rules.
Right.
When they've clearly broken the rules. So I wondered if it's not a way. Because 6 feet, though, if 6 feet apart and a terrorist is trying to do some damage, that really limits the number of people they can do something to.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah, it would.
If they're wanting to really make some kind of a barbaric example.
Yeah, because crowds are what makes it more effective for them.
Yep.
Well,
And somebody who is armed can react and actually neutralize them instantly because whereas if they're so close and all packed together, you don't even know what's happening. You can't
like
fire
that shooter in
because
Texas.
You
Yeah.
can't shoot because
Right.
other innocent people are too close.
Like
With
the-
6 feet,
Like
Yep.
that guy that tried shooting in a church in Texas. The threat was eliminated within like 6 seconds.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there was the Draw Muhammad contest where they were actually trying to lure in Muslim activists, Muslim
And-
terrorists,
Yeah, and they did.
and they did, and the guy was dead almost instantly.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
so I wonder if what's going on, and it may just be a pandemic that they're trying to, get us to be safer. I don't know that.
we don't know. Nobody really knows.
Yeah, you hear so many different
All
stories.
a mystery.
See, you hear so many
Let's
different
ask Mel
stories, and you
Gibson
see
about
so much in the media, but what are we seeing in our actual day-to-day lives?
Right?
You know, it just makes me wonder.
I don't know. Someone asked the other day, do you know anybody that has COVID?
I don't know anybody who's actually
I
been
don't.
diagnosed.
I
with it.
actually know somebody who had it a couple months ago and was out of work. Like he stayed away from work for months. I'm like, where have you been? He goes, you didn't hear I got COVID.
And he had a positive diagnosis for it.
Him and his wife both.
Well, yeah, of
But
course.
that was months ago. And he stayed home for like 2 months. And they said they checked his wife for the antibodies and found out that she had COVID.
What's curious to me is they shut down the economy, and you know what I mean. When that is such, especially when you consider the president's, what do you call that? The golden fleece was the economy.
Right. Oh,
Everybody's working. If you want a job, you're working. Half of the country
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
was working.
Yeah, and there's still more jobs being added every day.
Yeah.
And I know that loads up at where I work are picking up. It hasn't been this busy this many days in a row in a long time.
So why would you do that if you genuinely, if
It's changing the economy.
if there's
It's
not a
real,
genuine
It's
threat?
going to be interesting to see what things look like a year from now. Because there's so much is changing.
So
You know,
much
how
is
much
going
how
on.
much how much more are people going to be doing all the
So much is going
curbside
on.
pickup and
I
you
also
know,
thought
and all
about
that,
this.
and,
If you think about China
uh,
and the economic war that we're going on with them and how they're devaluing and they're
yeah, all at the same time.
see
yeah.
if you think about all those balances, if you shut down our economy, the consumer economy, of what happens? Everybody tightens the belt instantly,
Right.
immediately. They're
Yep.
like, well, I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm not spending money, right? But I'm going to buy the essentials. Well, that if China had some next stage in its response to our demands economically, this could have been a way for them to counter that. Because I don't know about you, but I do enjoy freedom, and I do feel free.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are rules and laws, but I do understand why they are. I mean, it's pretty easy to see clear. I also understand that our government is carried away and could do better. Like, I don't believe,
Oh yeah.
like, the property tax. It's just a way to take people's property
Yeah, yeah. You think you own something, but
It's-
then you got to pay tax on it. Yeah.
and to take people's inheritance away from them. You know, I don't agree with that stuff. But,
Not cool. Not cool, man.
but
Stop
I
it.
like lawlessness. I like, you know, being able to live with a neighbor that's right next door and be okay. You know, those are good
Yeah.
things.
Laws are good.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for
Generally
joining us. It's time for us to go.
That's
Time flies.
complex.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the Morning Drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Be sure and tune in next for the Power Hour. Tyler's not going to be, or Skylar is not going to be here. Why did I call him Tyler? His mom, Andrea, said that she's going to be here today. So
And remember to pet your dog and
Yes, and your cat.
be aware of your cat.
be aware of your
Be
cat.
aware of your cat.
Pet
Yeah.
your cat. Pet your cat once or
Watch
twice.
for sneak attacks.
Right. And then go get a shot because you might have cat scratch fever. So, until tomorrow, my friends, may God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt,
My name is Jay.
My name's Dennis.
and this has been
The Morning Drive.